Today we're taking a deep dive into Rumors and Dreams, how they were designed and how they were built. Now, one of the things that really separates them from anything we've really made in the past is we created a production scenario in which we have checks and balances built into the assembly process, starting with the design of the parts. So, for instance, on this Rumors trumpet, we've got couplers here on the tuning slide on the ends of the tubes on both ends, and then again also on the bell coupler. And all of these couplers were specifically machined and designed so that they can be put on exactly the same every time. So here we have a finished lead pipe, and this one is for Rumors. You can see it has the smaller receiver on it with the hexagonal flats, which is an interesting pattern. And same thing on the other end. Now on this end, this actually has a special inner diameter design so that it slides on and it goes exactly to a stop, gets soldered on. It's about 1/1000th of an inch clearance, so there's almost no solder in there. And then we have a perfect connection between the tube and that BRASS component. And we do the same on the bottom half of the tuning slide, so the receiver to the bottom half that goes into the third valve. Same thing, each of these has a stop. So when I machine these and put them together, they actually slide in and stop exactly to the length they need to be, and that is very different than a regular coupler. The other end has a stop, so when I slide it onto the trumpet, it stops exactly the correct length. And here is the Rumors version, that was the Dreams. I'll show you how it works. Here's my tuning slide crook that I already have bent, and when I put this on, then it actually is a very tight fit and it stops right there. So this one is for Dreams, and then the tube that mates with this, which would be a male tube, slides in and stops, and then this distance from here to there and from here to the end of the tuning slide is always fixed. A normal coupler does not have a stop. So from any other manufacturer, I've never seen stops before, meaning you have to measure it and try to get it on there just perfect, and it's a guessing game. The only other instrument that really has stops would be the Summit or the Muse, and that's because we machine the whole assembly. So here we have the bell couplers, same thing. The bell couplers have a special stop. So the bell couplers also have a bell choke size. So you can see this one's 460. I haven't cleaned up the laser engraving yet. And this one is 440 for a 1GLT. And that 440 is a choke. So inside here, machined into it, is a choke on this one, and this one does not have a choke. And that is something that really makes a huge difference in assembly as well. And I just wanted to show you these receivers as they come off the machine. That's what they look like. And not many people have actually chosen the standard receivers. Most people have chosen the VGR, which is this right here. And I'm going to pull it off so you can see. This allows you to adjust flexibility, slotting, airflow, and impedance. And an insert fits right on here. The insert's actually inside this tube right now. And when we screw that receiver on, after we've made our adjustments, then we can feel and hear and play a completely different reality. It's essentially like changing the lead pipe on the instrument. And since we're up close here, I want to show you again, there's the tuning slide with that system. And you can see, it looks very sleek. It's very cool. But everything is perfectly aligned. So I didn't have to do any work to align it because it was machined that way. Here we have the Saturn water keys, which are standard on Rumors and Dreams. There is the other end of the tuning slide receiver. And we'll look up here, we can see the logo. You can also see the bracing system. So in all the videos and photos I've posted, it's a little bit vague to see that because it gets kind of dark in the corners, but you can see there's actually a radii that is machined into the valve casings on the first and third because those ones are bigger. And those radii are exactly the diameter of the lead pipe here and a smaller diameter here, a bigger diameter for this part of the bell and a larger diameter for that one. So there are 4 different radii machined into these, and I do that on the CNC. And we can see the bell and all the other specs on here. So this one has a VGR, Bell 1GLT, a 440 choke. It's always going to say built by me here in Denver, Colorado. And it's Rumors 31 of 31, built on September 30th. And there is the bell choke coupler right there. So you can see exactly what's happening inside this piece. Where it's engraved is the bell choke. And you do get your choice of two different sets of finger button standard, or you can choose plain. These are the geometric ones, which again feature a hex design that matches the top caps and the bottom caps. And as you can see, it's a very narrow model. Because we don't have top bracing, then we've created efficiency of design in such a way that this is a very narrow trumpet. It's very easy to hold because it's so narrow. And man, it just lightens it up, but retains a lot of efficiency. Let's look at the Dreams. So here, a lot of similarities, except we didn't put the VGR on this one. So this one has the receiver you just saw, which is exclusive to the series right now. I'll probably have extras, so the extra ones may go on other projects sometime down the road. And here's the other set of finger buttons you can choose from. So I took the R&D logo and I drew some fun, whimsical, ornate decorations, and then I laser engraved it. So it's quite different from Rumors. We can look here at both at the same time. See that? So they're quite different. And it really depends on what kind of look you're going for in your horn. Or you can upgrade to black or red acrylic or turquoise. Those are all options as well. And you can see the top caps are a little bit recessed on Dreams, and they are not on Rumors. So these are a little taller, they're 0.4 inches. And the bottom caps are also deeper, they're also 0.4 inches, and they have a really deep recess cup in the middle. We call these crown top and bottom caps. And let's check out the beefier coupler we have here for the receiver to the tuning slide. So this one's bigger, it adds a little more efficiency. And on the tuning slide itself, those are also a little more massive. And again, they've got that stop system that guarantees we put it together perfect every time. It also saves a lot of time. And this one doesn't have a bell choke. It's a 1X bell and a 460 on the actual inside diameter, which means that there is no choke at all because this is a 460 instrument. This one has a ZGR, so this receiver is called the zero gap receiver. And the zero gap receiver is unique because it allows you to take standard mouthpieces and find close to zero gap. And if you use a 5mm or Spectratone, tell us you're using the ZGR and we'll make sure to set you up with a plus 100E backbore. And that just means it's going to go into the receiver a little more. And the reason you have to do that is because Harrelson and Monet and a couple other brands all have shorter designs on their mouthpieces. This is Spectratone Red. It's not the Spectratone Red body, but the inside is Spectratone Red. And you can see backbore is longer on the Spectratone Blue up here than on the red down here. And that's because I created, or I installed a plus 100E. So you see this little line around the end? That's 100 thousandths longer than normal. And that means it goes into the receiver a little longer to compensate for the ZGR. I'll show you the top connection again on both of these horns. I don't think I got it so well on the Dreams, but you can see the exact same valve casing radii and machining has occurred on both of these. There might be slight variations of the radii depending on which bell you choose, because some bells are bigger than others. And let me compare those bottom caps as well so you can see both of those on camera. See the difference? So the Dreams, which is on the top, is longer. And then on the top caps you can see the same thing. Alright, let's play these horns real quick. This is the Spectratone Blue with the plus 100E backbore. So it's going to fit into the ZGR, really the length, the extra length that I was discussing. If you had a GR or a Schilke or a Bach or some longer mouthpiece, you're probably going to get close to zero gap. And if your mouthpiece is really worn, you may have to file the end of it down. But either way, I'll include a small file, and I'll show you in another video how to file your mouthpiece down to get that perfect feeling gap. And that's typically between 60 and 80 thousandths of an inch, and it's very easy to achieve just right there at home. If you want a more versatile system, then get the VGR, the variable gap receiver, on the other horn. Let's play this one. That feels very comfortable, very nice for an all-around playing horn, which is exactly what Dreams was built for. It's got this nice balance of efficiency, but it also does vibrate a fair amount behind the bell. So it's not our highest efficiency horns like the Summit and the Muse. They pretty much only project straight forward. The Rumors and Dreams is going to give you more feedback behind the horn while still giving you more projection. It feels nice. So that is Dreams with Spectratone Blue. Now let's go to Rumors with Spectratone Red. Now on this system, I don't need to change the backbore length because it's the variable gap receiver that unscrews and you can change the insert. You can really use any brass mouthpiece, and you can set the gap and the venturi so that it feels like the best balance between flexibility and sliding and airflow. And if you've never experienced that, then you really need to get your hands on one of these horns, because it has literally been a game changer for thousands of people. This is a product that we sell every day of the week, and people put it on their other horns. But on almost every Harrelson trumpet that goes out, it gets a VGR. The Rumors and Dreams line, you have the option of upgrading to this for a little more than half the normal price, so it's a good deal. And I highly recommend it. This is every time I play it, every time I play Rumors, I'm like, what is going on here? It's just truly a lead horn. It's crazy. And the crazy thing about Spectratone Red is it gives you tons of flexibility. It just does that. And I can have a fair amount of flexibility on Dreams with Spectratone Blue, but it's not going to be that easy. This is a bigger, warmer sound, much more solid and full, and not so much in your face. They're very, very different. And when you hear them back to back, it almost sounds like you don't know what you're listening to. This almost sounds like a tuba in a way because it's so big, and this almost sounds like a saxophone or something, or maybe just a great lead trumpet. It just wants to wail on every note. Let me pull that slide out a little. That is just a very, very almost punchy sound all the time. Let me try to smooth it out and see what I can do on Spectratone Red. Yeah, it's at any second I can just push the throttle and it goes. Now, to be fair, let me switch out to the Spectratone Blue on Rumors. It's still going to be brighter. It still wants to light up because I have that big deep mouthpiece in there. Then it's much more bold and not as in your face. it still lights up very easily. Back to Spectratone Red. Yeah, it's like I'm Maynard Ferguson or something. Okay, so that's Rumors. We'll go back to Dreams for a minute. That sounds more like a classical trumpet that could be used in any situation. And I didn't bring Spectratone Yellow in here, but there are other videos where I play it, and I'll do some more. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of how we design some of the components. Remember, these are all the BRASS components. Bell Resonance Antinodal Stabilization System is the acronym BRASS. And those were specifically designed to improve efficiency, prevent the standing wave from exerting too much force on the tubing wall, essentially degrading the sound wave. And if you want to learn more about that, go to my website, yharrelson.com, and you can see in the technology section lots of links to different blog entries and videos and lectures that I've done around the world on this topic. And it basically shows you how we incorporate the principles of physics into our instruments. And the last thing I want to say is we are over 50% sold out on Rumors and Dreams. It's only been out for a week, or like pre-orders have only been available for a week. So we're excited we've sold so many. I'm just saying this, so you can hear it once, because some of you are going to watch this video and say, oh, why didn't I buy that? They are deeply discounted, and the regular price was actually artificially lowered to make these affordable for you guys. We only have 67 that we're going to build total. So you want to take advantage of this as soon as possible. We're almost sold out of the 1 GLT bell, this one right here. And we've sold quite a few of the 3R bells on the Dreams. So if you want either of those bells, I highly recommend calling us, 303-657-2747. Call us right away and get your name on the list. It's only $300 to reserve it, or you get a deeper discount if you prepay the whole thing. And we're looking at about a 35 to 40 day delivery time period right now, if you want it in raw brass. Yeah, so besides that, this is going to be your one opportunity. I would not be surprised if we sell out of this entire edition by the end of October. So if you're even remotely thinking about this, then just pull the trigger and do it. One way you can finance one of these horns, you can finance it from us for 0% interest on a payment plan, but one way you could literally finance it in your own finances is pull out one or two of those old horns in your closet. Now, October and November tend to be the top times to sell used horns. And right now you could pull those out, put them on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or eBay, or talk to friends and people in your area or in your bands, and sell those horns. Because if you have horns that are just sitting around, you could make enough money to buy one of these and have a brand new horn that has the latest technology. Also, the same with mouthpieces, keyboards. If you have an old saxophone, you'd be surprised how many people call me and say, I wish I could afford it. And I say, well, do you have any horns in the closet? And they're like, you know what? I have 5 different things, and they'd all add up to like $5,000. And then they end up selling them and buying a new horn. That's a great way to trade your old gear into new gear. We don't take trades on the Rumors and Dreams, but you can do that on your own. You could sell your horn, and right now is the hottest time to sell a used instrument. All right, well, thank you very much. Please comment in, let me know what questions you have, or if you want to discuss getting a Rumors and Dreams or any of our instruments or mouthpieces, then give us a call, 303-657-2747, or if you go on our website, yharrelson.com, you can just do an online chat with us and we'll help you out. So I'll see you next time.